sines and the law of cosines. Now, this is difficult for me as a teacher. I will have some kids in this room, girls are watching me, who learned it in geometry and in algebra 2 trig. I will have some kids in this room who learned it in geometry and didn't see it in algebra 2. I will have some kids, if you had me for geometry like 5 years ago, who didn't see it in geometry and didn't see it in algebra 2. So I've got some kids who've never seen what I'm about to teach, and some kids who are really good at it. So it's a little bit tricky to me today. So it's pretty easy stuff. There are two types. There is law of sines, and I want you to think about the law of sines as you are dating a very, very cool girl or guy, right? Super low maintenance. Caroline is listening to me. Super low maintenance, easy to get along with, good looking, life is great. Or you can date law of cosines, which is a more high maintenance, he's needy, sometimes he's a pain in the ass, and you're like, why would I not use law of sines all the time? And here's why. Today, you love her. She's beautiful. She's fun. She's easy to get along with. Your friends like her. On Monday, I'm going to give you the bad news. She's also occasionally a cheater, which is not so great, right? Now, law of cosines never cheats on you. Is he a pain in the ass? Sure. Is he needy? Sure. Does he whine a lot? Maybe. But he never cheats on you. So today we're going to be in love with law of sines. You're going to be like, that's so easy. Why would I never want to always use that? Monday, I'm going to show you that sometimes she's a cheater. Sometimes she's worse than that. Sometimes she's even, Andrew, she's a catfisher. She's worse. Sometimes she's not actually even your girlfriend. You think she's some chick online who says she's a lingerie model and she loves you, and then she'd like to have nudes, and it turns out she's really some weirdo in Romania who's now going to blackmail you or send your nudes to your grandma, and then you don't want that to happen. That happens, by the way. It's called like sexual extortion. Don't do it. Don't send nudes to some chick on the internet. Don't do it. So law of sines could be dicey. Law of cosines, pain in the ass. Today, law of sines, super easy. So write this down. Here we go. Law of sines. A way to find parts of any triangle doesn't need to be a right triangle. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do, and I'm going to teach you the law of sines. You're going to see, is it hard? And like, no, it's super easy. Remember, law of sines, we like her. She's a little bit of a cheater. We'll see that Monday, but today you will love her. I'd like you to draw me a triangle, but I want you to make it obviously not right, because I want you to understand this works for any triangle anywhere in the world, except that sometimes she cheats on you. Right? Draw some random ass triangle that's not a right triangle. Zach, I need you to write this stuff down. Oh my gosh, no, but I can do that. Okay. I'd like you to label it A, B, C, right? We've already talked about this, that now that we're in pre-calc, we label our triangles in a little bit more efficient way. That if our angles are capital A, capital B, capital C, our sides, our matching sides are across from them little a, little b, little c. It's really a handy way to write triangles and sides, because then I know where they're located, right? I know like, oh, side A is across from big angle A. Little side B is across from big angle B. It's really nice and easy. So now I am going to give you the formula for the law of sines. And it's very, very easy. And what it says is this. The sine of big A over little baby side A is equal to the sine of big B over little baby B. So here's what's handy. if I know 3 of these parts, I can figure out the other part. So it turns out if I know like 3 parts out of any triangle, I can figure out the other parts, right? So it's kind of nice. I don't have to have a right triangle. And if you're like, but Miss T, what if I have C, the C stuff? It works for him too. I just don't put it right away because I don't want kids to think you need all of them. You don't. You just need some of them, right? You need a pair. You could go sine A over little baby A and sine C over little baby C, right? It's okay. You just need 2 fractions to make this work, right? So we're going to do some of these. You're going to get the hang of it, and you're going to think, oh my God, this is actually pretty easy. Are you ready? So the key on these is partners. Key is partners. So here we go. Write this first one down right here. Here we go. Now, on this first one, and only on this first one, I'm going to put some letters on because I want you to be able to look at your little formula and understand where the stuff is coming from, right? So I'm going to put an A here, a B here, and a C here. And I'm going to remind us of our little formula. Sine A over A equals sine B over B, which is the same as sine C over C. I'm not going to need all of these. I'm just writing it down for you because you have it on your paper. And who's ever watching at home, there you go. Oh, that doesn't even look like a C. There we go. Okay. So we're looking for partners. And what I mean by partners is guys across from each other. So watch my first set. I have this guy and this guy. They're across from each other. Awesome. Yay. And I have this guy and this guy. They're across from each other. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. I'm going to be using sine A over little a and sine C over little c. And when you get good at these, like on problem number 2, you're not even going to do any of that stuff. You're just going to put the partners up, right? So here we go. I'm going to say sine 71 over x equals sine 35 over 12. Now we're going to do a tiny bit of movement. Like, to be honest, that's the new math. Everything else here is going to actually be really easy, and then our calculator is going to do everything. So the first problem is don't put x on the bottom. So can you guys do me a favor and do this flip thing? Can you flip-flop these 2 guys for me, please? Thank you so much. Nice and easy, nothing scary. And then the last thing I'm going to need you to do, I don't like the 12 on the bottom. So you know where I'm going to put him? I'm going to move this guy to right up here. That's the math. That's the hard, that's the pre-calc. Everything else, please get their damn calculator out and do this. Literally, type this into your calculator, get an answer. You are done with the math part, right? Nice and easy. If you have a nice calculator, a graphing calculator, make sure you close parentheses. Watch for the parentheses, close them. Your calculator is a very nice calculator, and it wants you to be a little bit more precise than these cheap calculators. Right to the nearest whole number. I love that for us. So I'm going to say 12 sine 71 divided by sine 35. And I'm going to round that to 20. How did you do? Yeah, are we good? Are we feeling it? Yeah? Yeah? I told you, light work. Light work. Honest to God, it doesn't really get much harder than that. So can you try this one? And you know what? We're lazy. We're not even going to put letters on. We're just going to watch for partnerships. This guy is going to partner with this guy, and this guy is going to partner with this guy. You don't even have to worry about the A, B's, and C's. once you understand that we're looking for partners. We're looking for guys that are across from each other, right? Write it out. You do a little flippy, put it in your calculator. And you know, that's good math language. Flippy. You go to college, you're going to hear him say that. Sine 18 over 10. Sine 114 over x. I'm going to do a little flip-flop math. And I'm going to throw that 10 up there. Little magical calculator, 10. Sine, I'm turning my sideways like you can watch what I'm doing, but like you can't. Such an idiot. Divided by sine 18. I'm around again because my friend Powell says I should always round. Did you get about 30? 29.56 or 29.6 actually. Yeah. They bully you. I swear to God. I swear to you, they bully you. Oh my goodness. It's so. It so hurts me. Okay, let's try another one. You're like, these are easy. Got a little bit of an issue with this one. You're going to start setting it up, and all of a sudden you're going to say to me, Miss T, we got a problem. And we have a tiny problem. Let's see if you can see what the problem is. Well, it's missing a partner, isn't it? Right? We have this partnership happening. I'm pretty excited about this. This is a partner. He doesn't have any guy, and he doesn't have any guy. That is true. But it turns out you know much more than you think you do. Hold your calculator up. Figure out that other angle by doing 180. Take away 29. Take away 103. Figure out that other angle. Then you have a partnership. You with me?
48.
You get 48? Awesome. Now you have a partnership. This guy, oops, I don't want him. I want a different color. There's a pink. This guy goes with this guy. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have a partnership, find one. Make one. They try to trick you. They can't trick you. You're too smart. Again, we love Bob cosines. She's a hot chick. She's a cheater, and you're going to see that on Monday, that she might be dating you and someone else. You're going to go through her phone and find out that she's got a couple names in there. Good for her, by the way. She should be living her best life. You can't make her happy. I'd say it's a he, but you know, none of the chicks in this room would fall for that. You guys are too smart. The boys in here, so much. Nothing. So I'm going to put sine 48. The 15 comes up, and the sine 29 goes on the bottom.
48.
Oh, I thought that was to me. I thought hurtful. You just called me goofball. 15 sine 48 divided by sine. I love these problems. I love them. You get about 23?
I also got 23.
So we can find sides. You know what? She's good. She can even find angles, right? Because we just need partnerships. So let's do an angle one. I don't like X. Let's make it theta. That makes me happy. Let's do theta. Here we go. Set it up and stop. We're going to talk about it. We're going to need to set it up and then stop for a hot minute. We're going to do this problem 2 times. I'm going to do it for you the slower way, and then I'm going to do it for you the faster way if you're calculator savvy. But we're going to start this bad boy off. Get your partnerships. Set it up. Nice and easy. It's not tricky. Yay for us. Here we go. sine theta over 15 equals sine 126. Oops.
If there's none, how is that like?
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put the theta in red because we're looking for this guy. We're looking for this guy. Here's what I like about finding angles. All I have to move is a stupid 15. So move that 15 right up here. So here's what I've got. Sine theta, that's what I'm going to be looking for, is 15 sine 126 over 31. Now here's where this is important to know. We're going to be looking for an angle, right? We're looking for an angle. This degree is going to be like 10 degrees, 15 degrees, 30 degrees, who knows? I would like you right now to put this into your calculator. Go ahead and put that into your calculator. You're going to get an answer, and you're going to think that's a dumbass answer. And I'm going to tell you that you're right because it's not done yet. It's not done yet. So go ahead, do the 15 sine 126 divided by 31. You're going to get a stupid answer.
It's a solution. You don't put the solution in. It'd be like putting X into the calculator. What if I want to do that? Okay.
3915.
I got 0.21.
Did you get like 0.3915? That's a dumb answer. That doesn't make any sense. And here's why. We're not done. We've got the sine of theta. We now need to ask the calculator to please go backwards and tell us the degree that matches with it. So now we're going to tell our calculator, oh, wait, do the backwards thing. Are you with me? I am going to show you in a minute how to do this in one step. But for now, for those of you who are thinking, Miss T, I don't want to rush through it, you can do it in 2 steps. You get an answer, that gives you the sine of theta. You need naked theta. You need to ask the computer, like, okay, now backwards the sign out. And you should have gotten now a much nicer answer. What'd you get? Anyone get it? How much? 23? Yeah, that makes more sense. 23 degrees makes more sense. Does that make sense? Now, for those of you who are like Miss T, I don't want to have to write that stupid decimal down and do it twice. Are you ready to try to do it in one step? Get your calculator out, hold her out so I know you got it and you're ready to do it. What we're going to do, Danny, watch if you want to try to do this in one step. I am going to tell the calculator whenever I'm looking for an angle, I know I'm going to have to make the calculator go backwards. So I'm going to do that first. So I want everyone in this room to type backwards sine. Ready? Hit inverse sine. Inverse sine. Now put this garbage in.
Oh my love.
Right? So we're going to say backwards sine, then put this in, and it'll pop straight to 23. Does that make sense? Give it a try. So backwards sine, and then 15 sine 126 divided by 31, and then hit enter. It goes straight to 23. Does that make sense? Can you do it in 2 steps? Awesome. If you're fancy, though, can you do it in 1 step if you want? So I'm going to have you try one last one, and then I'm done. I'm done talking to you. Give it a try. You can do it in 2 steps or 1 step. How do I know? I'm looking for theta. I'm looking for theta right there. There we go. Colton, do this problem. Colton, do this problem. I'm going to just do this problem, and then you can get your full back. Colton's kind of like Lena Lovegood. Remember in Harry Potter, and they were always meaning stealing your stuff? That's the Colton.
I go over to get paper, and my backpack's gone.
Yeah, it's like the wolf pack one's good to go to the bathroom.
Colton's the guy like these stuff you're going to find sitting around the log for room.
Yeah.
Don't ever go get a drink.
Remember my brother one time, I got a spoon at like a family dinner, and he put ginger ale in my chili. And I still ate it. That's kind of good. It wasn't bad.
This is it, we're done. I had at one time, as a joke, someone in my family put sugar in the salt shaker. So you just sugar stuff. It ruins anything you eat. It's like that's not funny. And then one time in college, a girl went to take a shower in the dorms, and we went in and we took everything out of the bathroom, like everything, her clothes, her towel, toilet, like everything. We took everything out, and like so the bathroom down the hall. We didn't take toilet paper, so she tried to like, wrap herself in toilet paper to run down the hall to her room. But toilet paper, when it gets wet, it just like melts. So it was actually pretty funny. And then on my I know. You know what? It was funny though. We liked it. We thought it was funny. We liked her. We weren't being mean. Well, I mean, we were a little bit. And by we, I meant me. Move that 37 up. Here we go. I love these ones. They're so nice. All calculator. Are you fancy? Can you do it in one step? Backward sign. And here I go. 37. Sign 94. Closing my parentheses because I worry about it. Divided by 43. Did you get 51 degrees?
Yeah.
Are we good? I'm done. I will, 59. Sorry, did I say 51? I meant 59. Okay. So here's what. Odd or even, I don't care. But you know what? It's sides on the first side, like finding sides, angles on the back. So if you get lazy and you don't get to the back, you're not going to practice with the angles and that will be bad. I never checked off the blue assignment. I want you to show it to me because we did it in class yesterday. Remember the word problems? Get them out so I can give you credit. And if you're listening at home, goodbye. I'll talk to you.